guys, so I've decided to put together a small series for beginners on how to achieve different looks. So the first one I'm starting off with is contouring. So this is a how-to contour video basically. So I'm focusing on powder contouring in this video and specifically the Lorac Pro palette. There are a lot of other really amazing products and brands out there that you can try for contouring, but some of my favorites are the Lorac Pro, the NARS Bronzer in Laguna, which if you're just looking for a contour shade and a bronzer, this is really great. I use the shade as when I'm fair for a contour and when I'm a little tan for a bronzer in the summer. So I love this because it's super versatile and it's really pretty. The next products I have, sorry they're a bit beat up. I spilled perfume all over them and it ate away at the packaging. But these are my Smashbox contour. Yeah, these are my Smashbox step-by-step contour sticks. So I love these, and these are cream contour, which is a bit different from the powder contour, but I can show you that in a different video. They come with a highlight shade, a bronze shade, and a contour shade. Totally love them, they're super great. So I'm going to use my Lorac Pro palette to show you how I contour. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. It comes with 3 highlight shades and 3 contour shades. I don't begin with my contour shade because I think that can be a little harsh going straight on foundation, but that's just me personally. I usually like to start off with a warmer, more bronzy shade. So if you can see, these two are very cool, almost kind of have a gray undertone opposed to like a warm reddy undertone. And this was not necessarily very reddy, but it's definitely warmer and these are cooler. So I'm going to start off with this warm color, and generally bronzers as compared to contour products are warmer in color. So this one I would compare more to a bronzer than these two. These are definitely contour, even though this one is labeled medium contour, but on me it's a bronzer. So I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and just dab it in and tap off the excess, and I'm going to use this to bronze my whole face as a base to my contour. So I'm going to come into my cheekbones and just apply that bronzer right here. So this is going to give me a little structure to my face, and it's going to create a shadow where we want our contour, like right here. So imagine your contour line is the top of your ear to the corner of your mouth. So right here is the hollow of your cheek where you're going to want to apply the darkness, the dark shade, which you're applying a dark shade to create a shadow. And a shadow is going to make basically this part of your cheeks recede, and then your cheekbone pop out into view. So it's basically a highlight for your cheekbone. It's to make your cheekbones look more chiseled, look more beautiful, and add a lot of dimension to the face. But I do want to start off with bronzing because it creates a more gradient, a more natural finish to the contour. So I'm going to come in, I'm just going to bronze. It's almost like your bronzer is your primer to your contour. Think about it that way. So it's just going to create warmth for the cool shade of the contour to blend seamlessly into your skin. It's going to make it look more natural. So I'm bronzing just like normal wherever the high points of my face are. So I like bronzing on my nose, on my chin, on my jawline, up on my forehead. My 2 favorite brushes I use to contour with powder products are these 2. So this one's from NARS and this one came with the Lorac Pro palette. And this one I like because it's flat, so you can really get a very defined line for your contour, but it doesn't blend out very easy. So you really have to apply this with your contour with this brush with a very light hand and build up, because it doesn't do, I mean it's soft, but it doesn't blend very well. You have to work really hard at it to blend. But it's a good brush for product placement. So my NARS brush is also really great because it's tapered to a point, and so you can get the product right in the end of the brush and apply it very precisely under your cheekbones, and then allow the fluffiness of the brush to blend it out itself, like this. And so it gives you a very similar result without all of the hard work, but it's not going to give you, if you're looking for a really defined, very, I mean, I don't want to say not natural, but like very defined contour, this is definitely your brush. you want to blend it out and you want to go, you could go all out with this brush, but you can also apply really naturally in a way to make it not look so bold. So I'm going to show you how to use both of these brushes. So I'm going to come in with the Lorac brush and I'm going to grab my shade, which is the light contour. And so I have that on the brush, and see, the brush picks up a lot, so I'm going to tap off the excess, because if I went straight in with that, I would never be able to blend it out. So now I'm going to find that line between my ear and the corner of my mouth, and I'm just going to apply my contour. So see what I mean? This applies very, right now it looks like a harsh line, and that's just the way this brush applies it, very strong. So I can either sit here and try to blend it out with this brush, which you can do like I'm doing now to get that very bold structured look. You could come in with your bronzer brush again and finish blending that out like that. And you can use that to help blend out that line. Also, you can apply your contour with the NARS brush, and I'm just going to tap it in, tap off the excess again, and just find my hollow of my cheek and apply it this way. So I apply like a kind of a brushing light motion, and then I'll go out and blend in circles. It's really important that you blend up, because that by blending up and bringing the darkness up, you're lifting your cheekbones. But if you blend it down, you're dragging your face down, and you don't want to do that. You want to lift your cheekbones. So I'm going to apply, and then I'm going to blend up. If you're struggling to find the hollows of your cheeks, you can do the little face that's like this. And that's going to show you where you want to apply. So right here. And then blend up. Same technique. But just around your chin to get a color there. You can contour your nose. I'm not a big fan contouring my nose. I'll just pop a little product. And you can just go down the sides, the end, and the other side. I pop my forehead contour just right here, very close to my hairline and very lightly. I don't like to bring it far down because I just like the warm bronzer up there. Same with here, just apply that right there. You don't even have to contour your forehead, like that's totally optional. You could just leave it and just bronzer up there. So now to clean up everything. So just in case we do have a little darkness that's falling down here or was accidentally blended down here, we want to clean that up to make sure cheekbones stay perky. This brush from Sigma, it's a tapered highlighter brush. I'm going to take the same palette and I'm going to grab this beige highlight, which is the whiter highlight, not the yellow one, and I'm just going to powder right under my cheekbone, right here. See, that's going to define the bottom edge of this contour by creating contrast between the dark and the light shades of powder. So now, as you can see, this one's a lot more defined than that one. I mean, this is totally optional, but if you're looking for a more polished look, I definitely would add this in at the end. Same with the beige highlight up here. Okay, and then you can take it down the ridge of your nose, right here. Now you can come in with any blush. I'm just going to apply this pink one from the Hourglass Ambient Edit palette, just because I think it's really bright pink and just really flattering. And so I'm going to apply my blush right under the arch of my brow and just pop it right here, and then just blend it back, keeping it really light. So then I'm going to finish off sticking with the Lorac Pro palette, and I'm going to grab this highlight shade on. This is a Duo Fiber Powder blush brush, but I like to use this for my highlight. So I like to not apply like this because I think it applies the highlight too harsh. I like to tilt my brush like this and just brush the highlight shade on top of my cheekbones. Just like that. I'm going to come in on this side. Just like that, and down the bridge of my nose. I'll pop it over my brow bone like that just to lift my brows. I even take my finger and dip in the highlight and pop it right under my brows and blend it out. That's also going to lift my brow, and even in my inner corner. That's it. I hope you learned something new, and thank you for watching. Bye!